So, I'm sorry that everything is so gender neutral for me. I just understand where I fucking imposed. And when I impose, it's usually because I'm laughing my ass off that somebody would actually fucking say that because it's a written joke. Like, oh, my uncles would understand why I'm so cute. Anyway, so Laura's talking to me and my sister, and she's like, Melissa, you want to hang out today? Amber, do you want to have a sleepover? I was like, being honest, like, dude, I'm fucking zonked, and all I do is drink beer because I got body injuries and fucking the mental take up is cut in half or something. I don't know. And then she's like, I'm gonna go on a fucking road trip. And I fucking hate Laura. Always fucking have. And then she goes home, doesn't tell anyone. Her mom comes over. Laura went home in a stir, and then now we can't find her. And mom was like, did the alarm say she came inside? And I was like, I always fucking hated Laura. Like, maybe Ryan killed her for breaking his hands with her gang in grade 3. Like, that little boy? The little boy, you broke his hands? Just because you're in grade 4, you can do that kind of shit? And what, calling him a serial killer? Is that your mind reflecting? You're nothing but a stupid whore to date Dakota. Because he doesn't want a fucking relationship. Dude, his dad literally got raped in front of him. His brother's murdered. And you don't even know that, I bet. No, like, I bet, bitch. Don't call it cheap, you fucking whore. It's not cheap. Ryan didn't know who to trust. I always tried to tell him, well, I'm a fucking mean person when I don't feel well, but he didn't hang out with me, and he did for like eons and eons and eons. And he got addicted to pot, and he had to go to the fucking this certain smoke pit so they can all get their school fines for smoking in high school. And he just got hooked up with all the bad bitches, and you're all fuck crazy, and he's like, he doesn't have a disease. My dad never got raped, but we got in lots of fights. So when I start there, that's when I start to understand. Like, get out of the humor and cracking the witty fucking upchucks and fucking downpours and. I feel really bad for you, Ryan. Hopefully you make it through. We need more good people in this world. I don't even know you that well, but I give you the justification that you wanted me to say the whole thing. I didn't say the whole thing. I started going off about how your brother died in the Navy. We got our hands cut off. Just little kids, like 7 years old. 7, 8, maybe 9. I think we were 9. Upside down 6. Ryan's favorite number. That's not an innuendo. It's just funny. How six divide 9 is a perfect way to get into the 69 position. Yeah, Ryan's life was always perfect. Like his life, not what other people are inflicting him to feel. I feel like I don't even have my life. I gotta work on my membrane. I should probably drink more guava. So anyway, his was always perfect, and mine was always beautifully sweet. But yeah, it's the smoke in the air too that allows me to draw. People follow the wisp of my finger. Otherwise, I didn't uke symbol. There's a motherfucking ukulele. These headphones are so fucked. Was I supposed to redecorate my room every day to be exciting? Oh, beer cans up the wall. I wish I could care about myself more. Why am I stretching? I'm just gonna hurt something. That's how it feels, honestly. Like a massage? No, it's not gonna work. Remember to keep your problems to yourself. It's so fucking beautiful out there. Go walk on. Every time it was like this, with the light up there and then the dark kind of traveling on the horizon. Then it's got a little bit of light again underneath. We didn't actually go outside that much in comparison to how bad my skin was. I tried everything every time. I got checked every 2 weeks at that time. Everything. I had more bath products and food, which was stupid, I think, in thinking back. What are you gonna do? And then your brain's gonna crack right there one day. They can fix that one. It cracked. And Laura always says I'm fucking boring. And you can sometimes fix that one. She said I'm fucking boring and that. Fuck her. She's a fool or something. You're native. I'm trying to have Ryan's funeral. I suck ass. Again. Well, I think about him. Obviously. We held hands like every day, but it was just his friends. And I knew it was something wrong with him. He lived in poverty. He always wanted to be adopted by my mom and dad. But the family said, you have to adopt us all. And the fucking gayest thing is I could have. But he didn't eat right for so long. He had a picky tongue and a picky tummy. So I put it. Just food hampers. Yeah. Yeah, he lived way out Nuka Lake in a shack. He was a cool kid. I noticed the slipping and falling. You'd sleep with a cigarette in the fucking day and night parking lot. The teacher did bring him fermented cabbage and fermented carrots and yeah. Did you know if you mix a little bit of colloidal silver when you're fermenting halfway through the process of fermenting carrots, it's that white froth on top. But also it like increases the FPS, which is stands for vitamin C. That isn't vitamin C. It has an H on it instead of the C again. Different element. It works really good for my stomach. Scar tissue and stuff. Oh yeah. And like I don't eat a lot of them. I don't want to turn green. The food grade colloidal silver. It's liquid. Oh, is it powder? No, it's liquid. It's been a while. Those carrots took forever to ferment. Me and Dad made them together. Different thing on that periodic table. Mark had me all stirred up because you're so hot, and then I'm just like, then you're like, but you don't do it because you don't have a fucking face like mine at all. It's weird how I kept seeing you on my face. It was like, okay, just focus, think about this person. You said that he was a babe, and then fuck him, what a slut or something. Make it better. Plus, like everything is orientated for your deceased husband. Like, can you fix that too, Amber? I just don't have any fucking energy. It's rambling. I don't care if any of these videos fucking save either. I don't know what to do. Probably could figure it out if I had a bit of energy to stir around in the settings. This is kind of epic though. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I'll get dinged on my phone for being a curse word. I think if I really did do something wrong, they would have upped my phone bill by a lot more than $10. I'm going into crisis again. Where am I going to live if this goes wrong? My lungs close up right here. That's a love pinch. If it wasn't both, it was this one. It's still sore. I should pinch it. Give you a message. I couldn't fucking breathe. He was knocking the wind out of me. I started talking like Melissa. I was like, "Don't date my sister. Don't like what I'm saying, and it's not good." Boof. I passed out in front of him. One time I was working out and it wasn't even that hard that day. Like I kind of felt shitty. Well, I did feel shitty. I got a pinched kidney because I had to work out on that broken hip, right? And I always stunk. Nobody said I did because I covered it up and put so much energy into myself every day because my bones were broken. True story. And Mark and I were sitting there and he's drinking beer with my dad. My dad's walking around, come back checking up on us. And Mark starts talking serious, and we're like 12 years old or something. And I just went into anaphylactic shock. And that was great from my nerves being like, this is like beyond far. Like, how are you supposed to understand me if nobody else has ever even been able to? Is exactly what I was trying to say, and I think I said it. But he called the fire department and got this stuff you put on a towel, put on your face. I couldn't hear shit, and then all of a sudden it was just a good time. Yeah. I've embarrassed myself so many times, and you still come around. You're so weird. That's awesome. That's what Logan said when he choked, too. He fucking choked. Colby gets in accidents all the time. That's why his face is puffy, and then he like sticks his face and ices it. I remind him, just ice your fucking face, please, because you're gonna get cancer in your jawbone. You can't leave swelling. That's a woman's job. Anyway, it's hard to talk to him because he's always out at the lake. And how can I blame him, right? I just wanted him to tell Coral to remember to do the Buddha kiss, which is you go up to somebody and you're like, but you don't lick him. And hopefully you have good hygiene. No, I'm serious. She's a mess. Well, only sometimes. I really was a scientist. And at first, and I didn't realize I got the whole job. And so I just started trying it, like saying it my way, but doing a practicum. It was awesome. Like at first I just made artificial bones and stuff. And then my hands became shaky. Probably because I bike ride and flip over the handlebars and fuck up my shoulders. Every part of your body feels, except for if you're right-handed, your left pinky toe doesn't really feel that much, but it does. Exactly. Your organs feel kind of like how your left pinky toe feels. Like barely, but a lot. Like you're always a sensation. For sensations. So I don't like being larger. I'm happy with myself right now, honestly. I could eat more though. I'm not sure what it's the season change. I'm all stuffy and stuff. That makes me crabby. Yeah. You bugs attack. Just my hair. My nerves. Stop playing like a fucking disease. I always played like a disease. Where I got it from was mostly just learning math ahead of time, logically thinking outside the box. It's pretty cool. Thanks. It's like the stupidest Rubik's Cube in the world. It's just a straight line. And it goes all the way down. And then it's on the other side, on the other page. And it goes on forever. I don't care much because I almost lost my hair. Mark said he would marry me even if I had a shaved head. And I was like, that's why you should marry me. Because I just dye it because the bugs get in there. I like dyeing my hair. That's quite a project. It's really refreshing. More than having a bald head where you put a mask on your head and I can have hair. I'll try. I got a nice tan already. You can't even see it. Can't even tell. It's a good one. I told my mom about my prank first. It's not really a prank. It's literally, well, it's a prank. It's just a very intelligent one. I need you. It's as if I fucking do not need you. Right? Of course I do. I'm gonna stay home till Joey gets here. He's probably worried why we keep running out of the house to go hang out with our parents. It's good we're not getting married, I guess. That's a bad way to think of it too. Because healthy people walk away from each other all the time. When you are taller and you sit on your butt and put your feet as even as your butt out, as even as your butt. Your tailbone, instead of when you're short, it sits on the first. When you get taller, it sits on the second up, and then third, and then fourth. You start to lean back instead, but you're like this. You look different, and then it starts to go back up like this. I have a lot of growing to do. I'm tired. When I woke up from the surgery the second time, I didn't have to go under. I forget what was happening on my eyes. I was in too much pain, too much weight. I was too heavy on my bones for too long or something. Plus, Owen was dead and they're talking to me about it. I woke up again. I said, "Did you guys put girl serum in there?" And then I did. I stretched. And I was like, it was sweet. I didn't know if I wanted to be tall, but when they told me I could be tall, I was like, I want to be tall. Because I was so worried about the surgery. I kept crying, and Mark's like, oh my God. Like, goodness gracious. And I was just like, well, what does it mean? Am I going to be able to run? Like, how bad is it? Like, will I still be able to have kids? And, what was my other question anyway? Oh, will I still be able to grow? Was this stunting my growth? Was it my spine? And it was just twisting up my legs. So my legs were becoming short. They had to wait. They got me in as early as my age classification would let me in. I'm fucking fried from like all the pain meds, all the pain, all the exercising on pain. John was laughing. Amber gave me a bunch of money for my son. I was like, fucking right. Those two are like magically my best friends. They didn't like they belonged here. And he's like, they belong here. He stopped having seizures. He's doing better. He's growing really fast. He's recovering. He's skinny, but he's fat and sassy at the same time. He's gonna eat when he gets better. From Vietnam. He lives that long injured. I forget how old we were. Probably 9. Probably why me and Ryan are like, I'm breaking my hands, man. We were shitty typers. We were the best typers. We were fucking shitty. I'm way better now. And I've gotten worse because all the hand injuries. I think this was riding a horse. That bump that was there. Dislocated wrist. Oh, it's completely crushed. Oh, yeah. Mark took me to the hospital again. Why aren't we married yet? It was Pip, but it's because the miniature donkey stepped underneath her hoof. Oh, That was a muscle. That was a muscle. I'm climbing through the window. At least now I know. I just gotta clean it up just in case I forget my keys. At least now I know. So the next time I don't know I don't have my keys, then I shall have a window that I can crawl through. For now. That's fucking. That's why people hand talk. I'm sorry that I'm so lame. I am lame. Completely. Always have been. No. I wasn't allowed to eat lots of fruit for 2 years, and now I'm allowed fruit out. Fruit out, the best kind of toothpaste. Organic poppy seeds and clay orange tang. Medicinal, organic, freshly made toothpaste. Swass. That's Ryan's idea. Well, it was always that's the idea we share. Healthier toothpaste. I just put it together. He didn't know the medical ingredients, but he thought it. He was like tasting what I was laying out or something. I don't know, Ryan. Don't see why I can't give you money. I can't have any more money. It's against my religion. Because if you're spoiled, you don't learn. And if you did learn and you spoil yourself, you might fall out of what your practice was. That's what happened to me. I had to move out. My mom needed help. She missed me and she's worried. Always walking to the car, and I was basically like blowing off pot smoke. I wasn't even really smoking it because when I did, I couldn't stop. I don't like the hand gestures and the pausing with a cigarette because then it's like so medieval. We're classic because Justin Trudeau was a prime minister. We're in the classic era, which is sweet. I don't know who the fuck he is, but he's awesome. I might have broke my shoulder doing that. Just panicking because it's my tit and I wanted to touch it. That didn't make sense what I meant. Just stop fondling yourself on camera, right? Jeez. I'm broken in all the places they can't fix. Nope. Oh, they put in my medication. That would help fix it. That's what I do. Hey, pick that, give it to me. If I drop a pill, does it pop out like the sound of a. I crawled through the fucking window. There's a bruise, I think. If I can get my bra off here. Oh, there isn't, but it hurts like there is. Don't hit me like that. There are some fucking beautiful people out there struggling really hard. Like when somebody needed a drink so fucking bad, I took their fermented fruit away. They're fermenting in the window, but that's not healthy. It's not food grade. You can't do that. So I bought her a fucking Mickey. They said I could. Because she was dying. She's old and her family was gone. She wasn't dying. She's still alive. And nurses always say, you can die quitting drinking, you know. Like, even if you feel like it's fine, it's just one day. I'm like, how about cigarettes? They're like, I think I need to smoke cigarettes, but I don't know. I get tired of getting out and going out there. I'll just die. I'll figure it out myself here. Gita said, somebody said, can't remember her name. She said, cigarettes help with your shoulders. I was like, yeah, and infect your hip. She's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So Gita's like, you have to quit it to let it work and then go back on it and do that. It's a little. I was like, dirt bike dumps? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay. Harambo. I'm fully medicated and everything when I work. That's just cool. Guys, I was stupid. I jumped off the adventure playground, like busting my knee out. That's just like I'm way too hyper. It was like, come play with me, come play with me, come play with me, and then everyone's like, yeah, going down the slides and everything, and I was like, okay. I didn't do very many things that I can remember. I'm a flora and fauna. Ryan he needs his girl to like mushrooms. Magic mushrooms. Those red ones, the Sephora. All that kind of stuff. I love it. I thought my kid was gonna be like when I was bouncing her, she would be like hugging into me, and then all of a sudden get up and be like, "Oof, hit me! Fuck you, mommy!" An English brat. Me and me and Owen's parents used to joke about that all the time. I didn't bring it up either, not really, because it was like the same fear as when Owen's mom married his dad. It was the same fear. I never heard it. I made her go first, and Chuck watched us and voted. Us intense family. They're like Olympics and shit, like real deal. So anyway, yeah, I thought my kid was gonna be an English brat, but really, what she is, the Pocahontas, completely angelic and elegant and lovely. She falls asleep in my arms. You turn her around, hold her even when she was 3. It's been a while. She's busy playing and staring at the floor. And she goes, hey, Mom, in YouTube, Mom, 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 Mom. Mom, 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 mom. I'm like, yeah, it means kings eat first, queens eat second. There is no third place. Lupin the third, holy God, Grail, Grace. She's like, wow, that's what I was thinking. I was like, no need. I love that kid. Because the kids read her the Bible too and get her stimulated. When my Uncle Doug put all the nurture he could into me, I surely fucking stood up and I said, oil and gas is this. Now, if poker is that, then forestry is the, water is the beginning, volcanoes are the beginning and the end, mountains are the peak of all destiny. If we all love, cherish, have the bliss and the joy from Owen. Sorry, but just because I had joy back then. And the angelic save the angels, then everybody else can save the gods. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, you need gold. And I said, Ashley Ray has always wanted a gold mine. And I said, I know there's a spot. Honestly, the Navy told me, and I was supposed to speak up if somebody nurtured me a lot. I was like, so there you go. Ashley Ray is on some fucking show, gold mining crap. My cousin made her a bunch of money, and the profits from it can go to keep my bank account alive and helping everyone. Because I'm sick of it. We're so fucking pretty and we're so fucking important, but still the bats get in the wall. I love that army barrack though. It makes so much sense. It just makes you want to die for it. Alpecan, Alpine, Equine, Epine, Epine. Those are points to get to the place. Southern Dunes, Morrison Blues, Hardwreck, Odom, Taller, Taylor, and Tyler. I fucking love going to Calgary. Saskatchewan, Neptune, Calvary, Hendrick, Tyler, Totem Tatum. um, Open, Calavasari, Dundrick, Dunson, Doontown, Derrick, Dival, Devil, True, Pardon, Moore, and a Jesus symbol, and then you're in Red Rock or whatever it's called, Red Deer. That's where my auntie lives. And it's basically just in their backyard. It's a private mountain property, but the Navy found it because I was always back there when I was a kid. My auntie, Sabrina. I don't even know her last fucking name. Do you have one? She lost like 3 husbands, had 3 kids with the same one. Didn't even get to fucking keep them. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. I just wash my windows too. Yeah, the helicopters go by spraying antiseptic. Oh man, I'm just Roo. Well, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Plane's going right through it, showing us that he'll die for us or it's safe. I thought it was when Neptune got too close to Saturn and Saturn was too far away from Mars and the Pluto and Jupiter and all that are bouncing. Ha! Tricked you. Big noses never look straight. Mine does. Going in a circle. In a circle, not a layout. Same fucking thing here. Oh, boo boo. I could just see her crying or laughing really hard at that. There's lightning up there. Not sure. Could be the planes flying. Well, joyous be joy. They say that next time something flies by, I might get sick and die because of the plane crash. Well, anyway, because Owen was 10 years older, that's why he would die 10 years before my max. It's pretty lovely to say I'd fucking die and go to heaven with him, but the way I've been flirting, I'm not going to heaven at all, so I'm staying alive. I eat so many pickles and shit, and that's why I go home and I forget to bring my own jar here so I can eat more. That's okay. At least I got pickles. I'll fucking take that video of me flying through the window, basically. I'm pretty sweet. And I baby my wounds because, or else they kink up. Like, it was hurting here. It was like this. It would have been like this if I didn't, like, oh my god. Because your hands have healing power. You know this, everyone. They do. They have healing powers. On Stridon. On Strood. Uh, on Pickle. On Dude. Man. That's a good hand. A little high up, maybe? No. No. It was dirty. On Trudum. On. I forget. I made it up. If you don't like that, then there's a girl for you. She's awesome. I don't think she's married at all. Last time I seen her, she was not fucking married at all, but she was happy. Maybe she deserves to be happy. Instead of fucking glad all the time. Oh, glad to touch my ass. I need to be glad. I figured that out. Talking in therapy. I just feel because my biceps are built like more at the tricep than the bicep, and my hairy armpits don't belong there. Because then I used to think they belong there. I need to get a grip on this fucking reality check shit. Like, I got some energy. It's only 8:13. I took my meds a little bit early because I feeling like spacing them out properly with my sleep schedule, right? Because I'm on melatonin. I'm on a pharmaceutical. It's their roots. Not many can take it. I've always been a Melaleuca kid, but I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell a doctor how to be a doctor, but I was trying. No, it's not Sedaine. It's not Sedaine. It's Melaleuca. I mean, melatonin. Because it's a competition for while you're going to school. Other than that, I don't fucking care. I'll try to help you with anything. I'll try. I was really unhappy with the scars on my wrists and stuff, and I just want something. I tried goth and it didn't work. I was just trying to cover up my wrist, basically. Literally gun slaps bruised my bone because our guns, everything is completely like you can't even erase it. It's completely embedded with the corporation's identity codes. And yeah, belt came loose. The bullets came off. I could have died. One person did. From the gun exploding. I figured out how to weasel that gun, the N960, really well. So they wrote it down, teach it to me every time, so I get on the right track right away. Leave everything behind. Just get in there with everything that I need to know. No, I still love Angry Cops, but not like that. Oh my god! See, I don't have very good tone because I was smoking, and I feel the weather change. It's okay. I mean, like, backup plan. This bitch fucking needs one. She's a beast. I call that It's in a different language, but so it doesn't mean what we think it does. No, she's a beast. I call that karma. That shit looks like Jeffrey Dahmer. Sorry, you guys. I know you don't want me to be pregnant because I'm not. I'll leave as many videos as I can for when I'm pregnant. How about? It kind of sucked on my behalf. Coral's like, always like, to my brother that's keeping my kids safe. My kid, anyway, he says, Amber's got a new boyfriend. She's thinking about having a baby with him. Coral's like, what? What kind of baby? I was like, probably sporty. Like, what kind of sporty? I was like playing baseball out in the front yard. She's like, oh, I like sporty. And she starts dancing ballet. She's like, dun, 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 dun. She didn't know her mom was a ballerina, like, still is. And just before that, she was staring at the floor, thinking about a lot of things to say. So I did some cognitive therapy on her so she didn't get stuck. I try not to over therapy. I just tickle, 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 and follow her around a little bit. I try. Every time I bend over, I get acid reflux. You scream too before you actually conceive. The gracious of ovulation is given to you by the planet, the sun. Solar flares always hit me and they hurt so bad. And then I'd be like, oh, I hate men. Oh, and fuck off. Oh my god. He's like, I'll just come to you. And then he put his hands on my ovaries. Because I never wanted him to leave my fucking side. But I was scared to be like that. He's gonna die. He's not even gonna be able to find the fucking next one if something happens. That's sad. Everybody deserves a chance. Jeremiah got his leg cut off He's doing alright though, eh? He's still alive. Yeah. Uncle Jeremiah and yeah, I want to sleep over, Laura. I'm not coming home for a while now because Joey's getting anxiety or something. Some not anxiety, something pissed off that we're not even happy living together and we're both awesome. We used to be really good friends. We still are, but different because I'm stuck in. The key from switching from French English to English and then all the forms of English is don't say suck. Try not to say fuck. Like hold your tongue after you say fuck. Um, you gotta know that English goes in the flow, like I was explaining earlier, like the no, 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 now, and then now, to then and forward, and you gotta use then quite often. Oh, and he said it's something on the top of the roof. It makes noise too, eh? Fuck. Like I know there's a police siren. That's not what he was talking about. He said. We should have windmills, but I designed a windmill that would work in north and west of the British Columbia, 96 degrees radius, circumference. I'm stressing out now or something. My frontal lobe's trying to turn back on, I think. Wow. Suicides are on the rise. Before I even decided to fucking do something like heroic. Buddy. Marquez, the suicide fucking trips that he has to do. Oh yeah. And women need to clean every day, but they don't need a mess every fucking night. No, women do need to clean every day. It's good for them to be able to bend down, pick up, throw something in a bag, shake a fucking garbage bag. Oh, it's really good for the spine, like 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th vertebrae, I'd say. That one's hard. I just started going to school for working on the spine. I did a lot of work, but not. There's a lot more to learn, I'm sure. Like getting it down pat. Like, again. I guess I did. I'm just feeling off. I was born for the job. Yeah. They sent me this big certificate, bleeped up on my computer. I knew how to read it, so it was cool. I was really young. May not be that cool for you kids, but you can go to school and find friends, seeing as you don't have any friends yet. Not very many. You need lots of friends. What I said to Shauna over the gist of the 3 years that Coral's been alive is I basically said, Shauna is a fucking bitch. She is so fucking hot, flawless, beautiful, outstanding, the largest and all the nicest contacts in the fucking world. And she always confused the shit out of me as to what was even going on. Because if Colby failed at being able to live in the house that is the um, boarding school house, daycare, if he failed, I need somebody to adopt my kid. Like, you can't tell me as a woman I'm not allowed to have babies. So I picked Shauna's family. And I guess Colby was already cheating because Marina was whatever. And Colby almost had to pay alimony. He did for a bit, actually. She lost her kids completely because everything I said was fucking true. And I had baby cams going straight to the fucking bank, basically, hidden in the house. And good thing I was really sick. The bank once advised for the police to show up, and I was writing Mark a fucking love letter. That's how good those cameras were. The walls are completely filth for them now because I'm not paying that much money all the time. I wrote the new Paramore album, sang by Hayley Williams. It's not the new one, the Paramore album. It's fan based. It's me. Don't try to take this from me. Don't try to take this from me now. Feels like I'm waking from the dead, and everyone's been waiting on me. At least now I never have to wonder what it's like to sleep a year away. But we were indestructible. I thought that we could brave it all. I never thought that it would take us down. Was hiding down below. Lost the battle. Win the war. I'm bringing my sinking ships back to the shore. Starting over. We head back in. There's a time and a place to die, but this ain't it. If there's a future, we want it now. If there's a future, we want it now. I want to listen to music now. Should I leave? An hour and 5 minutes? Sure.